Just in time for the Oscars, Arrival has arrived at the Red Box. I watched it. Now let's talk about it. So in Arrival, 12 alien ships arrive on planet Earth. American military man Forrest Whitaker recruits Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner to help lead the project to try and start communicating with the aliens to try and figure out what they want and why they are here. Now things get messy because the other 11 alien ships are over other countries and not all of them have such peaceful methods in mind. Thus, we have a movie as they race to communicate before something horrible happens. And really, that's just kind of the starting point of what this movie is, but it gets into much deeper concepts, hence why this movie is beloved by a lot of people. Now, right from the get-go, I'm going to tell you this. I don't love this movie as much as a whole bunch of other people did. Perhaps that because I came late to the game and I'd already heard all of the hype about it, how wonderful it was and how incredible the ending was, and the deliberate pace and the visuals, so that when I saw it, I was like, that's pretty good. I didn't think to myself, that's some of the best sci-fi in years. I just went, yeah, I really enjoyed that. So with that, let's start talking about the good. Right from the get-go, the visuals on this really are spectacular. It's a wonderfully filmed movie. Every shot in the movie feels like it could be a released still image as a promo graphic. Looks like you could use it as the wallpaper on your computer or something like that. Gorgeous, gorgeous looking movie. Of course, with a team of actors like this, the performances are all great. The chemistry between them works very nicely. This is also a great example of how to do sci-fi right. The plot to the movie is fairly straightforward in that it's all about a race against time to be able to communicate with the aliens. But it has much deeper levels to that because it takes its themes about language and communication and makes a statement with them, and it just intertwines very nicely into the plot of the movie in a way that you can follow it. It's clever, it's interesting, and it tells a story that's powerful. But with that said, I did not love it as much as some other people, so I had some negatives with the movie. First off, this movie is very slow paced. It is not in any way sort of like a big action spectacle. It's not a big invasion film. It's very much a movie about language, and you understand the complexity of language and how it works and how we communicate and all the things we don't even think about with language, even with worldview, and how it shapes the way we communicate, the way it shapes the way we internalize information. In which case, if that doesn't interest you, this movie is a long, boring ride with great images. But I mean, even for me, I was like, we're going pretty slow here. So that's really the big hurdle to get over to like this movie. If you can put up with the slow pace to it, or if that's your thing, then this might not even be a negative. For me, it was a little bit too slow paced. The second problem with the movie is where the third act goes and where it really starts to kind of go into some sci-fi territory as you unravel kind of what's going on. It's a movie that'll divide some audiences. Some people won't be able to buy into it. Some people think, wait, what did you just pull the wool over my eyes? Did you pull the carpet from out underneath me? And it won't work for them because it's a sci-fi movie, in which case it's exploring ideas and it's outside of the realm of just purely the scientific. It's sci-fi. In which case, like I said, for the right people, this will be a very powerful type of ending. Other people, it won't work at all. And I was more like, I didn't love the ending, but I thought, okay, that's a nice little touch to this. If this movie hadn't been so overhyped to me, I'm sure I probably would have had a much more favorable response to it because I would have been like, wow, look at this cool movie I discovered with some cool themes, a clever twist and working of ideas at the end of the movie, as opposed to hearing for months how awesome it is, and then I was like, I kind of like that. Overall, I very much did enjoy Arrival, but I didn't love it the way it's getting praised and getting Oscar nominations. With that said, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is a very good sci-fi movie that's gorgeous with great performances, very slow. I don't think that this thing is like the best sci-fi movie in years, but it is a very good sci-fi movie, maybe the best sci-fi movie of last year, but very slow. slow-paced, and the end will be divisive for some people. If you're a fan of sci-fi, I do recommend you see this as soon as possible. It is definitely worth watching. And if you're less of a sci-fi fan, just check it out when it comes out on Netflix or something like that. How about you guys? What did you guys think about Arrival? Does it live up to the hype? Is it overhyped? Is it bad? Tell me below what you're thinking, because I would love to talk with you about Arrival, because I don't want to just talk about Arrival. I want to talk about Arrival with you.
What do you think of?
So, if you didn't realize, I was in a great deal of pain during this video because my foot was bleeding. Luckily, Chloe was able to go get me a Band-Aid. I've got some serious medical bills. You can help that out a great deal by liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. Yeah, that's pretty gross, right? So, I injured myself making this video, and the least that you can do for me would be to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you need to... Are you trying to lick this?
No.
Good, because that'd be gross. Is that icky? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Thank you for getting me a Band-Aid, and thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing.
You.
What else would I... What?
For your blood on this.
For getting my blood on that? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be laid back and I'm going to put this in the trash.
Oh, thank you, Chloe.